Welcome back to Innovaticalls. I am Professor Nicky Eshtiaghi from RMIT University in Melbourne, and I am truly delighted you are here. Before we begin, please subscribe, like, and share this channel with friends, colleagues, and anyone who might benefit from this conversation. Your support helps us reach more learners around the world. Today's topic comes from a message I received recently from a prospective PhD student. She told me she was excited but also overwhelmed about the idea of starting a research degree. She had spent countless hours thinking about her project, exploring the fields, comparing universities, and reading about potential research directions. But then she asked a question that I believe many students quietly struggle with. How do I know if I am choosing the right research group and supervisor? It's such an important question. And what many students don't realize is that your very first major decision, the group you choose to join, will influence not only your research trajectory, but the entire emotional and intellectual landscape of your PhD. Long before you collect your first dataset or write your first chapter, you have already made a decision that can define your success. Think about it this way. When you begin your PhD, you step onto what I like to call your research island, a small community where you will spend the next 3 to 5 years. On this island, you will share your daily academic life, your challenges, your victories, your doubts, and many of your long nights with a particular team of people. Like any community, every research group has its own personality. Some operate like energetic startups, fueled by enthusiasm and new ideas. Others resemble established ecosystems where processes, expectation, and rhythm are already well defined. Let me paint a picture for you. Imagine joining a brand new group led by a young assistant professor who is full of vision and drive. You are part of their first generation of students, the pioneers. In this environment, everyone is building the research infrastructure together, equipment is being set up, experiments designed from scratch, and new methods tested for the first time. Your supervisor is deeply involved, not just because they love the science, but because their own future depends on the success of the group. You get a lot of attention, a lot of feedback, and a strong sense of teamwork. But there can also be growing pains, ambitious expectation, constant change, and a pressure to produce results quickly. Now picture another student entering a well-established research group with a senior professor at the helm. The lab runs like a well-organized city. Processes are clear, the culture is stable, and there is a wealth of knowledge passed on from multiple generations of students. You have mentors who have walked the exact path you are about to take. Yet, these supervisors often have countless responsibilities: international collaboration, conference invitation, committee roles. You may not see them every day, but the structure around you is strong, and the group's collective experience becomes your guide. Neither environment is inherently better or worse, they are simply different. What matters is understanding which setting allows you to thrive. Some students shine when they are part of something new and dynamic. Others flourish in a more mature, stable environment with established routines. And here is something I always tell my students: your relationship with your supervisor matters more than almost any other factor. This person will shape the tone of your research years. You don't need to be best friends, but you do need to understand each other, communicate well, and feel respected. Over the years, I have seen the student underestimate the importance of this dynamic. They choose a group solely because of the project title or the prestige of the professor, and unfortunately, some only realize months later that the working style, expectation, or group culture were not suitable for them. I once included the story of Mina, a former student, in one of our earlier episodes. She didn't share her story directly on the channel, but I talk about her experience because it beautifully illustrated how much the research environment affects confidence, creativity, and long-term success. I will include the link to that episode in the description below if you want to hear more. What I want you to take away is this: when choosing your group, you are not just choosing a project, you are choosing your future academic family. These are the people you will rely on when experiments fail, when papers get rejected, when you feel lost, when you celebrate breakthroughs, and when you finally defend your thesis. Make this choice with clarity, not pressure, with awareness, not fear. Before I wrap up, let me share something we recently started on Innovaticalls. As you remember, a few weeks ago, I introduced our new initiative, Innovaticalls Real Stories. This is a space where we highlight the real experience of students, researchers, and professionals from around the world. If you have a story about resilience, a challenge you overcame, a lesson you learned, or even a difficult moment that transformed you, I encourage you to share it. You can record it as a video, audio, or simply write it down. We would love to feature your experiences in our upcoming episodes. Your first-hand insight might be exactly what another student needs to hear. Thank you for spending this time with me. If you found today's episode helpful, please subscribe, like, and share it with anyone who might benefit, your classmates, colleagues, or friends navigating their academic journey. And please share your thoughts in the comments below. I would love to hear your experiences, your expectations, and even your concerns about choosing the right research environment. And once again, share your story with us, and we may include it in our upcoming episode, and your voice could inspire someone facing the same crossroads. Thank you for being part of the Innovaticalls community. Until next time, take care, stay motivated, and keep learning with purpose.